Welcome back to AMTV News. It is Saturday, March 2nd, 2013. Your anchor, Topher Morrison.
I'd first like to talk a little bit about my background, put it back up after a few videos without it. But we had a whole lot of comments when, in fact, they are up. People seem to have mixed reviews maybe. Some people love it, some people hate it, some people call me gay. What's wrong with you? Anyways, a little bit about this. These right here are my best friend's paintings called Fill the Void series. As you can see, they're little televisions with bubbles, probably thought bubbles filled with nothing. Like more of your friends every day, like most of Americans, they're filling their brains full of senseless garbage on the mainstream media, the boob tube. But here at Alternative Media Television, we like to come in with a fresh beat like you're hearing right now, or perhaps fresh info that you haven't heard anywhere else. Anyways, we have a lot of fun here. Thanks for watching, and here is the news, people. Legalize me, bro! Federal bill introduced to legalize medical marijuana. Not the whole shebang, but we'll take what we can when we can. According to Politico, Oregon Democrat Earl Bloomhauer's legislation introduced this week has 13 co-sponsors, one of which is GOP Representative Dana Rohrabacher out of California. It would create a legal framework for the FDA to eventually legalize medical marijuana, but it also blocks the feds from interfering in the 19 states where medical marijuana is already illegal. At the press conference announcing the legislation, a familiar Tea Party sign reared its beautiful little head. Get politics out of my medicine. And although the Republican-controlled House is not likely to pass this federal legislation, 4 more states, including New York, New Hampshire, Illinois, and Maryland, are, including new states such as New Mexico and Hawaii, considering decriminalizing marijuana altogether. Once again, Republicans are faced with an uncomfortable dilemma. Can their states and small government rhetoric keep up with their policies? When and if the two ever do meet, former NASA scientists are now teaching people in Colorado to grow marijuana legally. Which begs the question, what do you get when you blend a rocket scientist with a penchant for good weed? Which brings me to my next topic. 2018, a private mission to Mars. Millionaire Dennis Tito is planning to go to Mars in 2018. He'll need an estimated $1.5 billion for the round trip, called Inspiration Mars. Tito, a former NASA astronaut, has already brought on some old colleagues and met up with some new ones, and looks to parlay his substantial personal wealth and financial investments and his credibility into perhaps a reality TV show, or if not, a whole hell of a lot of funding. He could also potentially fund the endeavor through like-minded billionaires on tap as well, or his pals Stellar Colorado Brownies. Experts, however, suggest bringing some eye candy along for the 520-day journey. Okay, a wife. Anyways, somebody you really want to spend 520 days with that will not mind sponge bathing you in close quarters and watch you turn into a whale of a man after there's no room to exercise for almost 2 years. Oh yeah. Never mind the awkward month-long silences, those are always kind of dicey. In short, she better be special. I guess what is amazing about all of this is NASA is nowhere to be found in the Independence article. With companies like Bigelow, Elon Musk, SpaceX, Virgin Galactic, and so many more private-faring enterprises popping up these days, state-sponsored space travel doesn't look so cutting-edge anymore. We'll take it from here, NASA. From mining asteroids to colonizing the moon for energy extraction, the private space race is an exciting new frontier, leaving terrestrial problems far behind, at least for now, except for the chilling threat of solar radiation, according to The Independent. Although in 2018 the sun will be going through a quiet phase of its 11-year spot cycle, a coronal mass ejection is still possible, which would put the crew in serious risk of injury or even death. But perhaps this will be the least of their worries on a journey where there isn't much else to do but look at the stars and dream of home. Capturing every corner of the alternative media, watch AMTV News Monday through Friday. Follow me on Twitter at AMTV News and like us on Facebook at Greenwave TV and follow our links below. Find our links below at amtvmedia.com, part of the AMTV network, the voice of independence.